Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. And today we're going to be looking at some drama.
Ooh, drama.
Yeah, you know how we like a little spice?
Always a little spice.
So this is about the Ethereum Foundation,
Okay.
and we're going to be looking at an episode from the Chopping Block podcast.
I've heard of that one, yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Get into the weeds.
Nice.
So whether you're holding ETH or just interested in the future of blockchain, I think you'll find this pretty interesting.
I'm sure I will.
We're talking about things like clashing philosophies, accusations of feminized leadership,
Wow.
and even Justin Sun's proposal to save Ethereum.
Okay. I'm intrigued already.
Yeah, so to understand this whole civil war thing,
Right.
we have to look at, what's been going on.
Yeah, the background.
Yeah, so Ethereum's price has been,
Underperforming.
kind of lagging behind Bitcoin and Solana.
Right.
And so there's this sense of frustration in the community.
Well-
And then this article comes out quoting the Ethereum Foundation director, Aya Miyaguchi,
Okay.
about their approach.
Got it.
And so they're basically saying that they're not focused on competing and winning in the market.
So not trying to pump the price, basically.
Yeah, and this really sparked some accusations that the foundation's leadership is
Weak.
or too collaborative or something.
Right.
And some are even calling it feminized
Oh, wow.
and saying that it's hurting Ethereum's growth.
Interesting.
And this really set people off.
I can imagine.
They felt like this approach was holding Ethereum back.
Yeah.
And even Vitalik Buterin,
Ethereum's co-founder.
yeah, even he had to weigh in on this.
What did he say?
Well, he defended the foundation's values,
Okay.
but he also said that they need to change.
Oh, so he kind of acknowledged that there's an issue.
Yeah, it was a very strategic response.
Walking that tightrope.
Exactly.
So what are some of the specific concerns people have with the foundation?
Well, a lot of it comes down to this perception that they're slow.
Yeah, and out of touch
Or-
with what holders actually need.
Okay.
They're too focused on research.
Oh, so theoretical stuff.
Yeah, and not enough on adoption and price action.
Yeah, practical stuff.
Exactly. And so can you give me some concrete examples
Oh, sure.
of what they're talking about?
So people point to the slow development of Ethereum 2.0.
Ah, yeah. It's been a long time coming.
Right. And also there are complaints about the grant-making process.
Who gets funding?
Yeah, exactly. Some say it's not transparent enough
So people feel like their proposals are being overlooked,
for more abstract research.
which might not have an immediate benefit.
Right.
And then there's the whole thing about the foundation selling ETH.
Oh, yeah, when the price was down.
Yeah, and I can see why that would rub people the wrong way.
Totally. Especially if they're not seeing the foundation doing anything to support the price.
Exactly. It just reinforces this idea that they're disconnected.
From the average ETH holder,
Right. And then
it gets worse. Yeah, Justin Sun comes in with this proposal to
to do what?
to save Ethereum.
Okay, Mr. Sun, what do you have in mind?
He wants to put a heavy tax on layer 2 solutions.
Like a tariff.
Yeah, basically. And he says they should use that money to buy and burn ETH.
So artificially increase the price?
Yeah.
That's pretty bold.
Right, but it highlights this tension.
Between Ethereum and the layer 2s?
Can you quickly explain what layer 2 solutions are?
Oh, sure. So basically, they're separate blockchains
Okay.
built on top of Ethereum.
And they're trying to solve.
Ethereum's scalability issues.
So they process transactions off the main chain.
Right, which can help with fees and speed.
Okay, but
There's a but.
yeah, they don't really give much back to the main Ethereum chain.
That's the issue.
So it's they're benefiting from Ethereum.
But not paying rent.
Exactly, and that's where Sun's proposal comes in.
He sees it as exploitation.
Right, he thinks they should be contributing more.
Interesting.
It's almost like a digital version of colonialism.
Oh, with Ethereum as the mother country.
And the layer 2s as the colony.
And I'm wondering if they'll break away.
Yeah. Could they eventually become independent?
That's a good question. A lot of people are thinking about
But
that.
beyond this L2 issue, there's a bigger problem.
What's that?
The structure of the Ethereum Foundation itself.
Oh, okay.
It's different from a regular company.
Oh, so.
It has a fixed charter,
Okay.
and there's no clear way to give feedback.
Or hold them accountable.
Exactly. And so even though a lot of people in the community,
Feel like they own it.
right, they have no real power to influence it.
And that's frustrating.
It is, and it's fueling this whole civil war narrative.
It sounds like the Ethereum Foundation has a tough choice to make.
Yeah, they have to balance their long-term vision.
With the community's needs.
Right, and we'll talk about potential solutions in the next part of our deep dive.
Can't wait.
Stay tuned. It's kind of like they built this amazing ship but forgot to put a steering wheel in or something.
Yeah, or the steering wheel is like stuck.
So what can they do? Like, how do they actually fix this?
Well, there are a few options, but they all come with, their own challenges.
Okay, like what?
One idea is to just be more responsive to the community.
Okay, so like actually listen to what people want.
Exactly. They could change the leadership or even the whole structure.
I've heard some talk about a leadership change.
Yeah, but is that really enough?
Good point. Like, it might not solve the deeper problems.
What they really need is a way for people to have a say.
So more like a collaboration.
Yeah, how do you make that happen, though?
Well, I've heard people talk about DAOs.
Decentralized autonomous organizations.
Yeah, where like token holders get to vote on stuff.
That could work.
Instead of the foundation just deciding everything.
It would be a huge shift, though.
Right. It's very different from how they do things now.
But it could help with the accountability issue.
And it's not just about making people happy.
It's about using the community's knowledge.
Right. There are so many smart people out there.
They could really benefit from that.
So more community involvement is one idea. What else could they do?
This one's a little crazy.
Okay, hit me.
What if they bought a layer 1 solution?
Whoa, what?
Like acquired an existing one.
Can you explain that?
So instead of waiting for Ethereum 2.0,
Right.
they could get a blockchain that already has high throughput, low fees.
But that's like saying Ethereum can't keep up.
Maybe just a way to shake things up.
To stay competitive.
Exactly. The blockchain world moves fast.
So they can't just sit around.
They have to adapt.
Speaking of adapting,
Yeah.
what about Gary Gensler?
Oh, the former SEC chairman.
He's teaching at MIT now.
Blockchain and AI in finance.
It's funny how he was seen as like,
The enemy of crypto.
yeah, now he's teaching about it.
I wonder if his views have changed.
Maybe he'll become a crypto believer.
You never know.
But back to Ethereum.
Right. They have some big decisions to make.
Stick with the old ways.
Or embrace change.
It's a turning point for them.
And not just for them, for the whole ecosystem.
Yeah, it's about the future of decentralization.
This is bigger than just one organization.
It affects everyone in the space. So much power in the hands of one group.
Even if they're trying to do good.
Yeah, it's kind of ironic, isn't it?
It is. We want decentralization.
Right. But we still need organizations.
Like manage everything.
It's tough finding that balance.
Accountability and all that.
Which brings us back to the big question.
What's next for Ethereum?
Yeah, what does the future hold?
The next few years are key.
Because they're making decisions now.
That will determine everything.
Whether they stay on top
Or get overtaken.
it's a crossroads.
Stay the same and risk falling behind.
Or change and maybe disrupt everything.
Classic innovator's dilemma.
Either way, it's risky.
But it's not just about the tech.
Right, it's about the people.
Brilliant minds, passionate developers,
A whole community invested in this.
but also different opinions.
Conflicting goals.
It's messy.
And that's what makes it so interesting.
It's a human story.
More than just code.
It's about how we want to use this technology.
And what we believe in.
Those beliefs can cause conflict,
As we've seen.
but it also shows that people care.
They're passionate about Ethereum. So what does this mean for our listeners?
If you're holding ETH,
Or just interested in blockchain?
how should you think about all this?
Yeah, what's the takeaway?
Well, the future isn't set in stone
It's being created right now.
by the actions of everyone.
And those actions have consequences.
They affect the price of ETH
The development of new applications.
and the adoption of blockchain.
This shows us that decentralization,
It's not just a word,
it's a process, a journey.
an experiment.
And like any experiment,
There will be ups and downs.
surprises along the way. So as we wrap up, one final thought.
Okay.
What role do you want to play?
In shaping the future of Ethereum,
And the future of decentralization.
are you a developer
An investor?
or just someone who believes in this tech?
Your voice matters.
Stay engaged, stay informed,
Ask questions, challenge ideas.
be part of the conversation.
The future might depend on it.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
See you next time.